The time is now for you guys to realize what's about to happen and do something about it. Because you don't want to be the person who's left behind when our system collapses, our financial system collapses. Yes, all the buildings and all the stuff will be here, all the wealth will be here, but who does it get transferred to when it does collapse? You or the super wealthy? It's up to you. Hi, my name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm in the Pipe 5 by 5 staying live in Dubai. Today, I'm not going to do any technical analysis. I'm going to be telling you a little story and try to tell you that listen, you got to buy gold, you got to buy silver, you got to buy Bitcoin, whatever you can do. I suggest you do it now. It doesn't matter when the collapse comes, whether it comes this year or 10 years from now. You need to start preparing today for this event. Now, I'm not saying that you should be like completely go, okay, well, I'm going to take everything I've got and buy gold, everything I got and buy silver, everything I got and buy Bitcoin. No, no, no. You need to use it as an insurance policy. Pretend that, you know what, if you believe that I'm wrong on this, that's fine. That's fine. Then treat it as an insurance policy. You know what? It kind of makes sense. So I'm going to buy some insurance just in case it happens that way. That's what you need to treat this as. So that you are not one of the have-nots, but the have-yachts. Anyways, so it's sad. It saddens me, right? That a lot of you don't have Bitcoin. A lot of you who watch this don't have any gold or silver, or don't even have any crypto. And it's very sad that you guys are in this position and watching the show, knowing what you know, knowing what you've seen. It's amazing, right? Because we live in this time where we have access to all information. Now, I wanna take us back to pretend that we are all of us that are watching this, right? All of us are part of Germany, and we're all white, blonde, blue-eyed people, right? That are like considered the master race, right? And you're living in Germany in 1942, right? They're kicking ass, right? And and then also there's rumblings of Jews, right, being taken away, and you know that they're being taken away, but you don't really know what's going on with them, right? And some of you don't even care. And there's me. I'm just somebody like me. It's saying, hey, you know what? They're killing those Jews over there. That's not right. And you're saying, oh, I don't believe that. That's nonsense. I'm not going to believe you. You're just an idiot. You're stupid. You don't know anything. That's what most of you feel like right now, right? And I get it, right? And so, can you imagine somebody saying that? Now, if you said that, and at the end of the war, you had to clean up all those bodies, right? It's not fair. How was I supposed to know? Did you know there's something called I don't know what's it called? If you were to break the law, right? The fact that you didn't weren't aware of it, right, doesn't mean you you get away with it. Okay, so the same applies here, right? I mean, in this case, the fact that you just you stayed ignorant to the fact that these Jews were being killed doesn't mean it absolves you of what happened, okay? I'm sorry. That's how it works. Now, moving forward, right? Those guys didn't have the internet. We do. I'm telling you that the elite are setting us up to fall and live like friggin' North Korea, right? I'm telling you that, right? And guess what? You have something called the internet to verify it. You can learn, you can realize that this is the truth and accept it and prepare. Be ready for it. Because if you're not, and it happens, whose fault is it? That's right. It's yours. It's not the government's fault. It's not the elite's fault. You could say, yeah, but they did it. Yeah, right in front of your freaking nose. with access to all the information of the world. So it's your fault, right? It's your fault if they get away with it. So don't let them get away with it. It's clear what's happening, that they are basically transforming us slowly into North Korea. And even this girl, I mean, if you research this girl from North Korea, defector, compares work U.S. ideology education to the regime tactics of North Korea. If you listen to any of her discussions, it will frighten the heck out of you that this is the direction we are going. Where when she lived in North Korea, she didn't know what meat was. She didn't know what chicken was. She only ate bugs. Bugs. That's it. And so, if you just Google, bugs are good, look at all the news articles. They're like, oh yeah, eating insects can be good for the planet. Eating insects can be good for you. Do you see something wrong with that? Are you connecting the motherfucking dots? I bet you there's somebody who's going to comment in the comment section. No, no. It's not true. It's not true. And it's so sad. It's so sad. Right? That you have the opportunity to see what's happening to you and choosing not to believe it. You are the first human beings on this planet in the history of our planet to have access to this information, that before they mess you up, to do something about it, to know, to understand, and do something about it. And yet you want to sit there and believe, no, this is not happening. Yeah, no. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so I hope that, I mean, there's so much more information out there, right? We could talk about all the different things that they're doing, right? With the, you saw what happened with the pandemic, right? I mean, come on. And, they told you that there was a pandemic, right? I'm calling it a pandemic because that's what it is. Right? They planned it out. You know that, right? There was a whole event that they had preparing what would they do if they had a pandemic occur, right? Just 6 months prior to the pandemic. And then they mapped it all out. So that they could execute it nicely, right? So, yeah, all right. And then on top of that, right, it was a flu-like thing, right? Because that's what it was. It was just a flu. Which all flus are dangerous to certain segments of the population. It's just the way it is, right? And but now you have a 99.9% survival rate of this particular RNA virus, because it's an RNA virus, not a DNA virus. A DNA virus is completely different, right? Yes, I believe in vaccines for DNA viruses, not for RNA viruses, because RNA viruses cannot you cannot use a vaccine with RNA-based viruses because they mutate fast, and so that's not possible. Anyways, what the point is, doing some more research, right? You will reveal, right? Well, they do these things for more than just one reason. One is obviously they did it for control, right? They wanted to see what would happen, right? How they can control you, see if you would obey. But that's not the real reason. And the real reason is scarier. Now, I don't have any direct evidence of this, of course, but the real reason is quite scarier than, and I don't know if it was successful or not. I don't know. It depends on how you react to this video to see how successful it is. Right? But there was a scientist at the World Economic Forum, yes. That's right. Who came out, did a speech at in the not the 2022 World Economic Forum. He came out and said that, yeah, we now have a way to control human beings. All we have to do is change their DNA, and then we can control them. In his speech, right? And I'm like, okay, how are you going to change their DNA? When I heard this, right? And then I hear reports that some of the vaccines change humans' DNA. Hmm. Yeah. No, I don't have any evidence that this is the case, but I don't trust those guys. so, let's leave it at that, right? Hopefully, it was not successful because what I notice about governments is whenever they fail at something, they double down. They just do it over again, right? Whenever something doesn't work, they just do it again. Let's just do that again and again and again. And so this is why you had to have like 10 shots, right? Because they were just trying it over and over again because it didn't work. That's what I'm thinking. Hopefully it didn't work. I don't know. Phew, man, I mean, that's a scary thing to think about. But at the same time, man, this is why I'm telling you, right? These guys are at the top. They're not good. They're not good. And if you're holding on to dollars, if you're holding on to currencies, if you're holding on to stocks, right, you should get out of those things completely. Stocks, bonds, anything digital assets that they control, and you move it to assets that you control, because that's the way. Because that's the way to, in order to protect yourself, is to hold assets that you control. And you don't have to do it all if you don't want to. You do a small percentage. You do like anywhere from 1 to 10%, right? Just the minimum 1%, maximum 10%. If you're so against everything I'm saying, right? Just take it as insurance, right? Against believing, hey, not believing me and saying, hey, you know what, Da Vinci, this is too far fetched for me. I can't believe this. I can't buy this, right? I can't buy that the dollar is going to collapse. I can't buy that these guys are doing all this. It's just not possible. Fine. Just all right. I get it. Just buy some Bitcoin, buy some Ethereum, or buy some gold, buy some silver, and put it away. And just buy a little bit and put it away and see if you need that in the future, right? And if you do, right, and it helps you survive, please come to Dubai and tell me, hey, thanks, Da Vinci, right? I really appreciate you telling me this and saving my life, because you know what? A lot of people have done that here in Dubai, and I really appreciate it because that's what it's all about. It's about, helping people grow and succeed in this world, and pointing out what's, to me, obvious, right? So that you protect yourself and don't be a victim of what's going on, but be a savior, somebody who could save other people and help other people because you saw what's going on. Okay. Hopefully you'll do your own research, right? You'll learn about this stuff on your own, so that you could actually internalize it and accept what's happening. Because for some people, it's a lot to take in, and it's like, I can't handle this. I can't handle this truth, man. I can't handle it. Yeah, it is harsh. It's a harsh reality. There's lots more information out there. I suggest you even check out something Matheson, and he's got a crash course. Well, I'm going to leave the links in the description of that video, and his courses and stuff like that, because it's very important for you guys to watch this and learn how our system is about to fall apart and collapse, and how you should protect yourself, right, from that eventuality. Okay, well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I wanted to make sure that you guys understand that hey, you need to get into crypto for this reason. This is the main reason. And yeah, so check out the links in the description below. That will be very important. Cheers for now. Peace.